Peace, family. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Book of Gami. I'm your host, Farragami, and this is Book of Gami episode Twink Twank, Blink Blank, 49, Kundalini up and down the spine. Um, Today, I want to go ahead and piggyback off of what I was talking about on my Instagram story, specifically about us going from the third to the fifth. I'm gonna tie in the I don't even know his name, but the senator in Texas, and why they gonna refuse to do anything with gun rights. But for those of y'all who don't know, I'm gonna go ahead and break it down real simple, like real plain simple for you. So we're going from the third to the fifth, the third dimension to the fifth dimension. We were in the fourth dimension. You know the story of Atlantis? That's fourth dimension. In the fourth dimension, that's where everything is just think it, it appears. Think it, it appears. Instant manifestation. When we drop from the fourth to the third, our thoughts remain in the fourth, but we have to bring them into fruition into the third. We can't just think and it'll happen. We have to think, put in work, and it'll happen. Alchemy. That's how this plane works. This third dimensional plane is a lower dimensional plane. Now we're shifting from the third to the fifth. Back in 2012, December 21st, 2012, to be, precisely, if you will. The end of the world was not necessarily the blowing up of the world and the entire world just destroyed like that. No. The end of the world meant the end of the world that we were living in. The age. We were in the age of Pisces. Christ, Jesus, represented by the fish. We were in the age of Pisces. Now we are in the age of Aquarius, Aquarian energy. That the water bearer that comes and washes away, right? Washes away everything so you can see. It washes away and brings forth anew. That's what's going on here. Think about it. Ever since 2012, what's been going on? Everything's been getting exposed. R. Kelly to Bill Cosby to Harvey Weinstein, the Me Too movement, the Time's Up movement, police brutality, racism, politicians. See how I'm about to get this politician? Everything, the whole entire social construct that we were living in, everything is getting exposed. Why? Because it was all superficial, fabricated bullshit at the end of the day. This Aquarian energy, the water barrier, the age that we're in, the age of enlightenment, the age of seeking the truth. That's what we're here, and that's what we're doing. That's what's going on right now. We're going from the third to the fifth. There is how we have an orbit, how we go around the sun, okay? And then you know how the sun is making its orbit, okay? Now, our entire galaxy that we live in, the Milky Way, it also creates an orbit. It's called the precession of the equinox, right? This is written about in the hieroglyphs. We are on the backside now. This is where we started. We're on the backside, right? We're coming back into universal consciousness. For there are highs and there are lows. Ancient Kemites, they understood this. They understood that everything has seasons. Everything has seasons. The same way you don't get watermelon in the wintertime. It's the same thing for everything else, and for us as a people, as a species, and as a being. We, when I speak, it's white people that watch this too. I'm speaking specifically to my melanated people. We, as in black people, we've been here thousands upon thousands upon thousands of years before the Ice Age ended in Europe and they civilized. Due to us, we were here. We thrived. We had our season. Our ancestors recognized that we were having our season. So they made preparations for when it was no longer our season. So that we can still be hip to know that again it will be our season. The writing's on the wall. These are cliches, right? It's a cliche call that says the writing is on the wall. Let's think about that literal. Where is that writing on the wall? We just don't know how to read it. If we knew how to read it, a lot of these things are written in there, which is what I'm telling you about, the precession at equinox. We are on the backside of the age of enlightenment. We are now starting to raise universal consciousness. We are shifting from the third dimension of a lower level frequency to the fifth dimension, a higher level frequency. It's a frequency in which these draconians that control us, they can't survive with these higher vibrations. There are three types of energy. You have magnetic, electric, and organic. Notice everything on this plane right now is electromagnetic or magnetic or electric. These are the lower levels. 3G, 4G, 5G, power lines. All this is magnetic or electric energy or electromagnetic energy, depending on what source you're looking at. These grids are used to keep the consciousness, the vibration of the planet down. If we use organic energy, solar power, wind power, water power, vapor, it's a lot of organic ways to make energy. If we use organic energy, those are not only the most efficient, but also the most powerful forms. Consciousness is an organic energy. As this consciousness of the people continues to rise, the overall conscious plane of the planet continues to rise. So they want to counteract that by electromagnetic, which is why we're now on 5G. See how all this stuff, you know what I'm saying? It's battles going on that are way above us. I'm gonna get into some deeper shit in my other videos. We're going from the third to the fifth. That's short. Now, like I said earlier, they can't survive, they being these draconians. Also, I'm sorry, white people as well. Y'all already know y'all going extinct. There's been more white deaths than white births in America for the first time in U.S. history. When a white person has a child with a black person, that child is then black because our genes are more dominant. Your genes are recessive. It's not a bad thing, it's just genetics, it's how it works. So as a species, white people are subconsciously recognizing that they are going extinct. What does any animal do? Because at the end of the day, we're all animals, white, black, Asian, bears, whatever, we're all animals. What does any animal do when it's cornered, faced with fear? It lashes out and it attacks. Which is why you see all of these white men shooting, killing brown and black people. Why? Because it's their last ditch effort. They believe that by this attack that they somehow can subconsciously believe that somehow they can make a dent and save this country, which is really a symbol on the western side of their existence. They're not going to do anything to change these gun laws to help benefit. They're going to want us to kill each other off because that dwindles our numbers and slightly helps them. We got to recognize the game. We got to keep it player. I'm going to get out of here and I'm going to continue this discussion. Keep tuning in to the Book of Gami. We're going to get super deep because this mind of mine is crazy. Just listen to my music, you'll know a little bit about it. If ain't nobody told you today or ever, I'm going to let you know. I love you. I want you to be the best you can possibly be. And I'll see you tomorrow.